Assalamualaikum, and I hope all of you have a very good day. Our lecturer name is Dr. Hasnan. Now, we will presenting about amoeba proteus. But before that, let me introduce my group member. We have Idina Amalin, Najwa Idina, Umi Shakira, Amira Safia, and also Alena Shafika. Let's go!
This is the introduction about amoeba. The term amoeba is derived from the Greek word amoid, meaning change. German naturalists discovered and described amoeba in 1755. It is a single-cell organism, aquatic, unicellular creature with eukaryotic organelles that lack a distinct form. It can move. The cell appears as a little globe of colorless jelly with a black spot within when seen under a microscope. Known for its simple structure and adaptability, it thrives in diverse environments, such as freshwater, saltwater, soil, and even inside other organisms as a parasite. Amoeba like perfect shapes, constantly changing form by extending part of their cell membrane into pseudopodia, which they use for movement and capturing food through phagocytosis. However, when people talk about amoeba, they usually mean the large, free-living ones like Amoeba proteus. These amoeba have been known for more than 200 years.
Now, I want to talk about a small description about Amoeba proteus. Amoeba proteus domain is eukaryotic, which represents of nucleus in the cell. The kingdom is Protista, which is classified under Protozoa. The phylum is Amoebozoa, the class is Tubulinum. The order is Amoebidae. The family is Amoebidae, and the genus is Amoeba. And the last one is species, which is Amoeba proteus.
This is some of characteristics of amoeba. Amoeba exhibit a wide range of size and shapes, from very small, measuring about 2.3 to 3 micrometer, with some reaching up to 20 centimeter in diameter. The giant amoeba can grow as large as 5 millimeter. Firstly, we have cell membrane. It is a thin membrane made of protein and lipids that control and insert what leaves the cell. Then, we have cytoplasm, a jelly-like substance that contains all the cell organelles. It has two parts, which is ectoplasm and endoplasm. Ectoplasm is the outer, semi-solid layer just under the cell membrane. Endoplasm is the inner, more fluid and surrounding the ectoplasm. Then we have nucleus, a small area in the cytoplasm that holds the Na, the form of chromatin granules, along with nucleoplasm enclosed by the nuclear membrane. Then the pseudopod, a so-called false feet. This temporary arm-like extension of the cytoplasm helps the amoeba move and capture food. A cell can have multiple pseudopods, collectively called pseudopodia. Next is contractile vacuole, a clear transparent structure filled with watery fluid located in the outer endoplasm. It digests food captured by pseudopodia as spill waste and helps maintain the organism water and salt balance. The water globule is a several small, spherical, colorless, and non-contractile vacuole filled with water that helps to store water and essential minerals. Lastly is a food vacuole. It's a different size vacuole that helps in the digestion of foods. There are multiple food vacuoles unevenly scattered in the cytoplasm.
Let's move on to the unique characteristics of amoeba. First, amoeba constantly change shape. It looks like blobs of jelly that constantly shifting as it forms extensions of its body known as pseudopodes under microscope. Next is about sensitivity and regeneration ability of amoeba. It responds to change in its environments such as light, heat, and chemicals. It can also avoid harmful substances. If it gets injured, it can grow back parts of its body such as pseudopodia and cell membranes. After that, the contractile vacuole is a part of the cell that helps control water levels. It's found in the cytoplasm and allows amoeba to take in and release water easily. The vacuole collects extra water, helps get rid of waste and keeps the cell balanced. Without it, amoeba could burst. Other than that, the cell membrane in amoeba has many tiny projections called microvilli, which can only be seen with an electron microscope. These microvilli have amoeba attached to surfaces and released from them. Lastly, amoeba has one of the largest genomes due to its replication of identical gene sets, resulting in more than 500 chromosomes within its nucleus.
Next is habitat of amoeba. Amoeba are tiny single-cell organisms that can be found in freshwater environment like ponds, lakes, rivers, and streams. They are found in soil leaf and other organic materials. They live in the water and consume tiny particles and bacteria such as algae and decaying plants. Amoeba move by stretching parts of their cell, called pseudopodia, to move toward food and surround it, a process called phagocytosis. When conditions become unfavorable, such as the water temperature change, amoeba can form seeds, which are like protective shells that help them survive until things improve. Next, number 2, these amoeba are known as extremophiles, and they thrive in environments with extreme conditions such as high temperature, acidity, salinity, or pressure. One of the most well-known examples is the thermophilic amoeba, which live in hot springs where temperature can range at 645 Celsius. These amoeba have developed specialized proteins and cellular structure that allow them to withstand the heat. Some amoeba are capable of living in acidic or alkaline environments. Acidophilic amoeba thrive in highly acidic conditions such as those found in sulfuric hot spring, while alkaphilic amoeba can survive in soda lake and other alkaline habitats. Amoeba also found in high salinity environments known as halophilic amoeba that have unique adaptations such as maintain osmotic balance and avoid dehydration. Some species of amoeba can live in environments with little to no oxygen such as swamp. These anaerobic amoeba rely on fermentation to generate energy in the absence of oxygen. Also, certain amoeba called barophilic amoeba are found in the deep ocean at extreme pressure. In the deep sea habitats, the pressure can be more than 1,000 times that of sea level, but these amoeba have specialized cellular structure that help them cope with such extreme conditions. The last one is amoeba can also live in symbiotic habitats where they have a close relationship with other organisms. For instance, some amoeba live in the intestinal tract of animals, including humans, where they can help break down food and absorb nutrients. In return, the amoeba get a steady supply of food from the animal waste or digestive process. Another example is the relationship between amoeba and algae. The amoeba provide a safe place for the algae to live, while the algae produce food through photosynthesis, which benefits the amoeba.
Next, life cycle. Amoeba proteus only has asexual reproduction, which is binary fission, and also multiple fission. Let me describe more about this reproduction.
The life cycle of amoeba proteus first is binary fission, the most common method for protozoa to reproduce. A parent cell divides into two daughter cells during binary fission, giving each cell a copy of the genetic material. Numerous protozoan groups such as ciliates, flagellates, and amoeba exhibit this mechanism. If conditions are right, it enables fast growth in population. Now, I will describe more about the process of binary fission. The parent cells prepare for division by replicating its genetic material at the start of binary fission. The nucleus splits during mitosis, ensuring that each new cell's DNA is identical to that of its parents. This nuclear division is an important stage in ensuring the organism's genetic stability. Following the division of the nucleus, the cytoplasm of the parent cells divides into two different daughter cells. Every daughter cell may survive on its own and has the same genetic composition as the parent cells. Amoeba reproduce quickly under perfect environmental conditions because of binary fission, a simple and effective process that ensures their long-term development and survival. Particularly, there is no sexual reproduction in this process. Next, we have multiple fission. During this process, the nucleus of the parent amoeba splits numerous times, resulting in the formation of several nuclei. The cytoplasm division that occur after nucleus division result in the formation of many daughter cells. The amoeba normally goes through this process when it forms a cyst, which is a protective structure that contains the nuclei. When the cyst splits in perfect condition, the new formed daughter cells get released into the environment. Three important phases in multiple fission are also underlying in the life cycle. When the nucleus splits more than once, it produces many nuclei. Second, each nucleus is enveloped by its own cell membrane when the cytoplasm splits to form independent daughter cells. That's all for me. Thank you.
Now, I would like to talk about importance of amoeba proteus. Amoeba proteus is used as a decomposer in the nutrient cycle. Amoeba proteus is a decomposer and plays an important role in nutrient cycling in freshwater ecosystem by eating bacteria, algae, and other small organisms. This process helps function the microbial population and contributes to the decomposition process. Other than that, amoeba proteus is used as assist in the investigation of primary plastic genesis. Studying the genesis of primary plastic is made possible by the amoeba bacterial interaction. It is thought that photosynthetic cyanobacteria were taken up as organic by non-photosynthetic protists, which is how chloroplasts originate. We have a unique opportunity to test this theory empirically with Faunella chromatifera, a freshwater amoeba. The last importance of amoeba proteus is it is used as a food source. Amoeba proteus enter the aquatic food web by providing food for smaller aquatic creatures and larger microbes.
In conclusion, amoeba are fascinating organisms with unique characteristics that allow them to thrive in various environments. They are single-cell, flexible creatures that move and feed through amoeboid movement, extending pseudopodia to engulf food in a process known as phagocytosis. Amoeba can live in diverse habitats, including freshwater, soil, and even extreme environments like hot spring and deep sea regions. Their ability to form seeds enable them to survive harsh conditions such as lack of food and unfavorable temperature. The life cycle of an amoeba involves parent cell, nucleus device, cytoplasm device, and two daughter cells. Amoeba are ecologically important as a decomposer in the nutrient cycle, food source, and assist in investigation of primary plastigenesis. What makes amoeba especially unique is constantly change shape, contractile vacuole, large genome, and sensitivity and regeneration ability. These features make amoeba not only essential to the ecosystem they inhabit, but also an excellent example of the resilience and versatility of life at the microscopic level.